Finland. The Finns fought the Soviets, and they had their ski gorillas who skied around and shot them with hunting rifles and made a life a living hell for the Soviet invaders. Like, instead of towel heads, the Finns were ski terrorists. They cross-country skied everywhere. They didn't hijack airplanes, they hijacked ski patrols. Finland did, like, they technically lost the war,
right,
because they did have to cede land to Russia so that they'd stop attacking them. But Finland held out pretty well against the country that would go on to destroy the Nazis.
Both the war with the Nazis and the war with Finland were both really poorly executed because Stalin killed all of the
generals.
Yeah, he killed all of the generals, and they didn't have any actual, like, leadership. They just they had, like, all these new guys who did the party line, but they didn't know shit.
They were quite inexperienced,
and they just had all these blunders. I mean, people talk about, like, make fun of Russia for, like, the human wave thing, but it's also, they also just didn't have any experienced commanders.
Yeah. This is true. Stalin was not the smartest man. I mean, I guess he didn't expect Hitler was going to break their alliance, like, immediately. He probably thought, yeah, we can break in these new guys. Oh, Germany invaded. Okay, this is new.
Well, I mean, right after, like, that, they did, like, aggress towards Finland, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean...
Maybe he was trying to, like, break in the new guys, like an easy war against Finland to, like...
That makes sense,
give them
actually.
some experience. And they kept fucking up because they were so bad at their jobs.
Wait, when was the Japanese War with Russia?
That was pre-World War II. It might have been even pre-World War I.
Because yeah, if it's pre-World War, because yeah, they had the war with Japan where they were completely humiliated.
Wasn't there, like, a thing that, like, there was a huge problem because they made, like, a continental railroad, a trans-Russian railroad, or the Trans-Siberian Railroad, but they only laid one set of tracks, so trains could only go one direction back and forth.
Oh, really?
So it was super retarded. They couldn't, like, get troops to the front line because they had, like, their reservists over in Kamchatka. They didn't think Russia or Japan was going to attack them.
With their bicycle cavalry.
Japanese bicycle cavalry. What year was
greatest invention. When was it?
1904 to 1905.
Oh, okay. So I guess that was a World War I thing because that was
pre-World War I.
Yeah, because that was a huge deal. People thought that Russia was really weak because they got humiliated by Japan, and I was gonna try to connect that back to Finland, but obviously
everyone does think Russia's retarded.
I mean,
that's just kind of a thing. Like, even today, nobody gives Russia the credit they deserve for, like, helping with World War II.
They got fucking ravaged by that war.
Oh, I know. Their heartland was wrecked. The Germans wrecked the place.
Yeah.
They came in, they were like a bad roommate, just shitting everywhere, hanging all your kittens. I mean, I guess Russia got their revenge when they raped everyone.
Yeah, literally.
They literally raped all the German women.
Yeah.
Oh, Russia. It's kind of funny.
What?
Before the war even ended, when Churchill was like, yeah, we're probably gonna win this, he, like, went and, like, met with the Soviets. He met with Stalin and, like, didn't tell Roosevelt. He was like, you and me, let's divide up the rest of the world. We don't have to include those retarded Americans in this. And they, like, made a ton of deals. Like, Russia was like, I want the Balkans. And then Britain was like, but I want Greece. And then he was like, can I have the rest of the Balkans? And Britain was like, sure, just let us have Greece. And then, like, Roosevelt got super mad, actually. Because, like, America didn't want, like, everything. They didn't want World War I, like, treaties to happen again, where everyone was humiliated and sad and divided.
Right.
But they ended up having to, like, honor that, like, Russia got, like, their sphere of influence in the Balkans except for Greece.
Wow.
But there were tons of communists.